Okay, welcome to Zenler's Got You Covered, and today what we're talking about is quizzes. Now, I went on a bit earlier and did a live support desk, and I was talking about what's coming up in the Zenler's Got You Covered series. So, Zenler Got You Covered, it's short little highlights of all of the features that you get inside Zenler, and we're running this all through August. So, apart from Thursdays, there is a live stream happening every single day of August. Okay, so we're running them through. You guys are enjoying them because it's giving you little snippets of information, and today what we're talking about is quizzes. Okay, so Zenler's got quizzes built into it. It's one of the lesson types. You can select it, and we revamped our quiz area from the old quizzes and the old surveys, and now they've been updated to a brand new and better version, because you can do so much. So guys, if you touched quizzes earlier before we did this upgrade and you haven't tried it out, you'll definitely want to see this video, because the way it's changed and the way that you can generate even questions using AI in the quizzes is really quite amazing, you know. And remember that we're trying to put all these cutting edge features in. They're going to be more AI integrated into stuff as we go through, because it's just going to be a common thing that kind of happens. But inside quizzes, it's really cool. You can just hit a couple of buttons, type a little bit of text in, and it will generate you 10 quiz questions of an easy, medium or hard level. So really cool. You can also go in and edit those, or of course you can add all your own questions in as well. So guys, I'm going to start this recording. This is a longer one. This is 15 minutes, right? We try not to break 15 minutes with these short highlights because we're literally going over, but this one is a little bit longer because I show a little bit more detail on stuff, okay? Because I think it's quite a good one for you to see in a bit more detail. So guys, enjoy this quizzes running for 15 minutes, and I'll be back after. Got any questions, drop it in the chat. If you want to come on live with me, just ask and I will give you the invite link to come into the Zoom session live with me today. But most of the questions I can probably answer inside the comments of the tag, but if it is too difficult, I might get you to come in and tell me. Guys, enjoy this. This is Zenler. We have got you covered as far as quizzes are concerned. Okay, so now what we're going to do in Zenler's Got You Covered, which runs the whole of August 2024, we're going to look at quizzes. So quizzes are very similar to the way that surveys are done. So they're pretty much the same in lots of respects, apart from it's a survey and it's a quiz, but the way that it actually works is exactly the same way. So you put quizzes and surveys into your course curriculum. So we're going to jump now to the course curriculum, and I'm going to add a survey in there. We're just going to go through it really quickly and show you all the highlights, all the really important things you need to know. So let's jump into quizzes now, and I'm going to create a new lesson in here, and I'm just going to call it quiz. So let's put this in here, call it quiz, and save that change, and then we're going to go and just click on the quiz button. So we're going to click this, we're going to name it in here. So I'm going to call it, in this case, I'm going to call it yoga quiz, because this is a yoga course. And you can click here. Now this is the first option. You can change it when you're in there, but you can do this graded as well. So if you put graded, they've got to get a certain mark before they pass. So in this case, what I'm going to say is they've got to get over 90%. So pass this quiz before continuing. A little button comes up. If they don't pass, they won't be able to continue. Okay, so they've got to pass to be able to continue. So we've got to remember that when we do the retakes, because we want them enough to go through, otherwise you're manually going to have to let them through. So we're going to click add to this. You don't have to have those options graded or pass quiz to move on. You can leave those off if you want to and just have it as a general quiz that you can see the results to see how your students are doing. So first thing is, same as surveys, we've got this design layout here which we can change the look and feel of this if we want to, and you can do all that over here by quiz settings. So we're going to start in quiz settings, and you're going to see under the general tab you've got a passing grade. So you put 90 in there, 90%. You can change that or turn it off. You can put the number of retakes in here, so you can allow retakes to be done. So if you want to put a retake of like 10 in here, so they definitely get the 90% graded through if you can do that. You can enable a review, so allow attendees to review their quiz answers so they can actually go in and review them. If you want that turned on, you can turn it on. You can also enable navigation, so attention to navigation between different questions during the quiz, so you can turn that on. You can show results on the end of each question, and you can randomize those questions as well. This is all under the general settings. So under advanced, you can set a timer on the quiz, so if you want them to do it in an X amount of time, you can do that. And you can enable a bar that runs along the top that shows them the progress of they've got, which can be good if it's a short one, because you want to see them click through and they know that it's not going to be hundreds of questions. So it can be a good thing to enable in there. I'm going to turn it off for now. Next, we've got languages over this side. So in the languages, if you're changing it to any other language, you can change the start button text, the submit button text, finish button, nav buttons 1 and 2, retake buttons and review buttons. You can change all this text in here to your language. Under themes, we can set a theme in here. If you edit a theme, you can also save your own themes out. So we have a theme set up in here already that we did for surveys, and I can click and apply it, but you can edit your own. So you can go into here, you can set the background color, the colors, and then it will go into the My Theme area, which will be under there. Okay, so I'm going to apply this theme to it instantly, and I'm going to click apply, and that theme will then be added to this quiz. As you can see, straight away it's all been changed, and you can see those theme settings in here. If I go to edit, you can see the colors have changed inside here as well. So guys, let's now move on to over on the left hand side where you can see the welcome page. So this is the welcome page. You can change this text in here, and this will be the first one. So when they click start, they're going to start going through your questions. Now, question types, we can have multiple choice, multiple response, true and false. We can put media in there. We can have a sequence that they've got to joggle into the right order, and we can have matching as well. So you could choose something like red goes with, and then you could have blue or something, you know, you could do a matching, so you can sort the matching order. I'll be showing you that in a second anyway. Then we're going to go through to the thank you page here. So this is the thank you for completing the quiz, and you can have a results page as well that shows if you want to. So that's the result page on there. Okay guys, so we'll mainly be staying in the questions area, because now I've covered the right hand side and the left hand side, and we've looked at quiz settings here. Then we also have one button here called preview. So after you set your quiz up, you can click preview and you can go through and test it. Okay, so I'm going to quickly set up all the different quiz options inside here, and then I'm just going to flick through and I'm going to show you them. Also notice, by the way, you've got generated questions using AI as well. Here we have AI built into this quiz functionality in here, and we can also import questions if you have them in the correct format, which is a CSV format. Okay, so that was something that was asked for by our members, and we added it in here to be able to import questions. If you click this, you're going to see you've got a download sample CSV, so if you match it to the same style as that, you can import your questions directly into the quiz function here. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to add a few different question types, in fact all of them, and we're going to have a look at them, and then we're going to show actually a student going through it and the results that are generated from the quiz that we produce. Okay guys, so we put the questions in there now, so we're going to look at this one. So what's the best pose to help back muscles? So this is multiple choice, so you can select the one that is correct. Okay, so this one here is multiple response. You can select more than one if you want to. So it's asking you what is the term yoga originates from which Sanskrit word. Okay, so, and you can see I've checked the right answer here as well. Okay, for this one we haven't got a what's the best pose to help muscles. Yes, you click there, so there's the right answer. So you're clicking the right answer as you go through some of these. Again, what is downward dog, and we're picking that one out there. Put these in the correct order. So this is the correct order once I set them up, but it will jumble them up once you actually do this. So we want meditation first, warm up, stretch, begin yoga. Okay, and then we have match these. So I've put these in the right order. It will jumble these up and they have to put these in the right order. These are sequences in here. So lastly, we have inside here the thank you page. Again, you can change this text, and we have the result page that is in there as well. So this is now set up. I'm going to preview this and we're just going to check through it. So you can see start, and you can go. I'm going to purposely choose the wrong one here as I go through. Some of these I will choose the right one, some of them I will choose the wrong one. So as we go through here, I'm going to select some of these right, some of them wrong. And as you can see here, we can just begin to change the order in here and then click next. And now it's asking me to match these to the correct one. Choose the matching option. So you're going to click here. So yoga is good for your core. We're going to click in here. I will have better balance with yoga training. Okay, meditation is part of yoga. Okay, and that's good. And I left that one. I should have put one in there, but I didn't put one in there, so it doesn't matter. And I can click next, and it's going to say finished and finish there. And it's now loaded the result. So it's telling me how much I got right. Now, of course, because I've got the retake set on 2, I can retake this. So I can start this again, and I can pick the right answers this time. So I'm going to go through here, and we're going to go true, and we're going to go and select all the right answers. So I want to warm up, stretch, and put that through there. I think I've got these right, I'm not sure. Yoga is good for your core, better balance with yoga training, and meditation is part of yoga, and then submit and then finish. And you can see your scores 30, so I got something wrong somewhere along the line, but that's how it does. So I'm going to jump back in here. I just want to check the match these, because I have this option, add your choice. I don't want that option. I need to delete it out. Okay, and yoga is good for your core. I'm going to bench of yoga training. Put these in the right sequence: meditation, warm up, yoga, yoga. Do you notice on here as well, for each correct answer, it's going to give you 10 on this one, so you can evaluate based on that as well. That's the right answer there. I know that's true, so I've put it in there. That's right, because that's a Sanskrit word for yoga, is you. And through here, I know cat pose and this is good for the muscles. I didn't mark that as the right answer, so I needed to mark it in there. So it's definitely worth going and previewing just to check that all these are correct. Okay, but that's ready for us. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in as a student, and I'm going to go through this, and we're going to look at the result. So okay, I'm just logging in as a student now. I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to go into my course, and I've got the quiz down there. I'm going to click start. It's going to take us into the curriculum where it will load the quiz, and we can work our way through it, and then I can show you the results that it's generated from here. So let's start this quiz. So I'm going to start this, and I'm hopefully going to get them all right this time. And we're going to go next, and we're going to go Chaka is sir, and downward dog is correct. And we want to do the warm up, the stretch, and I'm not sure I've got that the right way around. I think it's that. Okay, let's click next. And yoga is matching 1. So yoga is good for your core. You have better balance with yoga training. And finally, meditation is part of yoga. And I'm going to click submit, and I'm going to click finish. And your score 60, 100%. So that score there is dictated by the numbers that you put inside the quiz. Okay, so it's giving me that 100%. So I can also retake it, or I can review the quiz, because I can review now what I put through here. So you can see that they're all correct through here. Okay, let's now jump into the admin dashboard and look at the results. Okay, so in the admin dashboard, we're going to click reports, and we're going to jump down to quiz and surveys on the left hand side. We're going to select the course. This is going to be the yoga course, and I'm going to click run reports, and you're going to see that we have the yoga quiz in there, 1 and 1, and we're going to click inside that to give us the results, and you can see each of the users in here, so we can go and the status is completed. We can view the detailed. Remember, you had to get 90% to pass. Okay, so these are the results that we've got. So correct, yes, 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 all the way down, because it matched what we needed to in there. All right, so, and that's it. That's how quizzes work. So as you see, we have you covered as far as quizzes are concerned in Zenler. Now, one thing I want to make quite clear to you is, wasn't mentioned in the survey video yesterday, but we are bringing branching funnels into surveys. It means that you can select the route that people travel through the survey by setting branches. So this is something that's going to be coming to Zenler, and stay tuned for it, because it's quite an exciting and good option for you to be able to have. Not only that, you're going to be able to put surveys into things like marketing funnels. So we're really making it much more accessible for your users once they've opted in to be able to take things like surveys and maybe even quizzes. So guys, we've got you covered as far as quizzes are concerned on Zenler. I want to quickly talk about the AI capabilities inside of quizzes. So if we've got a quiz here and we go and set this up, I'm going to set a quiz up and I'm going to go in here and label it. And I'm going to set a graded mark of 90%, okay? And I'm going to pass this quiz before continuing. Now, I'm going to go into create a quiz with AI. Let's click this button here. So instead of hitting add here and setting it up manually, we're going to create this using AI. Let's click create with AI. Let's select the question sort as random. So we have 3 types that AI can generate: multiple choice, multiple response, or true and false. If we put random, it will randomize those questions. If we select 1, it will use the same type all the way through. We're going to set the maximum amount of questions, that's 10 inside of here. And then we're going to set in a little bit of a description on what it's related to. So I want fitness questions related to the body and diet. And I'm going to make the difficulty level medium. Now I'm going to hit generate quiz. As you can see, AI is now generating our questions all automagically. Let's wait for the answers to appear. Okay, here it comes. And now we have a fully generated quiz with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 questions. So let's have a look what it's generated. Which of the followings are macronutrients that provide energy for the body? And you can see it's actually ticked all of our answers. It's put the right answers down, and it's going to give us this in true and false. And it's done this and created this on a fly in a few seconds. This is magic with Zenler. So you can create these little questions going here. You can go in and edit. You can add more questions to it. And of course, you can format your quiz to match your same theme style. So I'm going to go into my themes and I'm going to hit this and I'm going to go apply. And this is now going to change to our style. And there we go. And now we have all our questions in that correct theme format. How cool is that? This is Zenler Quizzes. So guys, I hope you like that little presentation there on quizzes inside Zenler, and also that little part at the end that we were talking about AI. Like, how cool is that? So you could just go in, throw up some questions, check through that they are correct, because remember, you are the expert. Maybe change and adapt them or add to them, but it can really speed up your sort of flow and make it really quick. So you could, if you wanted to, you could do a quiz for your members like every week, Friday quiz night or something, and you could have 10 questions in there and you could AI to generate them, just check through that they are correct, and then you could just release them every Friday, and it would take you probably about 5 minutes or less. And that could be part of your UPS, unique selling point, for that particular USP, for your actual membership as well. Like we have quizzes every Friday. So do you see what I mean? So it can be AI generated quizzes that you could turn into a feature and put into your membership or even into your courses to drive that extra engagement. So quizzes are really powerful. You can also use it to monitor how your students doing, where they're up to, and those kind of things. Remember, you have those options in there of grading them before they move on, so they have to get that particular grade before they move on. So it can be a way of slowing people down as they're going through your membership or your course plan structure. So think of it like that. Remember also you've got retakes in there, so you can allow a certain amount of retakes. And then of course all of the other options that are built in there, the multiple question types, the fact that you can brand it into your own branding as well. And you know, I'm probably going to have a question in a second. Well, how do I get the right size for the images? That size that you saw on the back for my presentation was 19. You'll know this number is my magic number for Zenler. It's 1920 by 1080, which is HD. Okay, it's the same as this. What I'm showing you now. This broadcast is 1920 1080. Okay, it's all HD format. So if you do 1920 by 1080 inside Canva, you can create any kind of background. Make sure that your logo is in the top left or right so it doesn't go over the top of the questions. Then you can export it out and you can bring it straight into your quiz or your survey as well. As you will see when we run the survey one tomorrow, we'll use the same background, and because Zenler will save that theme in there that you set up for the quiz or the survey, you can use that again. So if you set a new quiz up, you can go and select that and you can then have it straight in there. Hi Kevin, good to see you. Yeah, exactly. So as Kevin mentioned there, this is another thing that we've added that is like, you know, how much people charge for quiz software or survey software, and it's just something that we just like, oh, there you go. It's sometimes these things are a little bit overlooked, you know. I'm sure Kevin will mention these kind of things on office hours and things like he did today about the use of home pages and things like that. So very, very valid point. And we're going to be moving to surveys tomorrow. So surveys is going to be really cool because it's, again, you've got this way of getting data from your users. And that's what it's all about. It's all about an engagement. It's all about these features that you would normally pay on a separate subscription, just like our lives, where you don't have to pay for Zoom. You can use Zenler Lives as well. So, and you don't need a subscription for Zoom. So, brilliant. Good to see you. Another Zenler has got you covered. And I'm sure you'll agree, Zenler has got you covered as far as quizzes are concerned. Stay tuned for another one. Again, 3 o'clock tomorrow, and we'll be covering surveys. See you later, guys.